Spanish facing time, firing shots in parallel lines, an attack trying to destroy my vital signs. But I'm a dog in the mud, watching aliens fall with a thud, embodying all that come with a grudge. I'm not a bounty hunter, this is a horror flick. It's a war in a vessel and I'm more than quick, instant when the laser spits. I'm not trapped here, I'm a hunter of an opponent for anything that wants to go to war with my physical.
Hey guys, welcome to the lab. Welcome to another episode of Sundaze with the Clink Room. Hope you guys are enjoying this series of videos. I enjoy making these very much. This week's episode is going to be a little bit different. So there is no Monday morning crits for the second week in a row. We will be covering the last call pre-orders. So all the hats that close for pre-order tonight. So you guys have one last chance to review them before they're sent off and sent to production. And we'll also cover something that's really requested. We're going to cover how to submit your design to Clink Room to get yourselves into this process. So I'm going to go over what you need, the forms you'll need to fill out, and some of the programs that I use to submit a design to the Clink Room. So hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you guys are liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. It helps me push this channel up in the algorithm the more you guys interact with the video, and help me with the goal to get to 1,000 subs. So let's take a look real quick at the pre-orders that are ending tonight at midnight Eastern. We got 3 designs here. So Sharon by Sheamus the Skunk, Fuji by COD, and Ichigo Ichi by Flanagan. So Sharon by Sheamus the Skunk. This one's a really interesting design. He is in the description of the design, he's listed it as a psychopomp. So basically, this guy here with the bone boat, he's responsible for guiding the souls to their final resting places. So if you guys see the practice of leaving dead coins on the dead person's eyes or mouth, this was done to provide service to this man here. So basically, you don't want to not pay him, because then you'll end up wandering the banks of the river Styx for 100 years before you can make the crossing. So it's a really cool design, really intricate. Fuji, this one's interesting because it's got a lot of line work. I would be very interested to see how this thing embroiders. I think it's going to embroider really differently. It's kind of unique. But yeah, COD killed that one. And then Ichigo Ichi by Flanagan. Not my favorite candy, cotton candy colorway, the blue and the pink. But the tiger's drawn really well. He's kind of flowing there with the sakura flowers. Really cool, kind of hip design with the tiger. Yeah, I really like those 3. The one by Flanagan will probably be my choice out of the 3 if I were to choose. And then moving forward, the next 3, we got beer, which if I remember correctly is a pun between bear and deer. So he's a bear with deer antlers with a beer in his mouth. That one's a pretty interesting one by Raphael. And then Staked by Jacobo, and Deadweight by Clinker Gabe. Staked is probably my favorite one out of the 3. It's just a really fun design. I mean, it's not fun for Dracula there. He got staked in the heart. Deadweight is just a skull on an anchor. But yeah, out of those 3, I think I'm going to go with Staked by Jacobo. But yeah, those are the 6 designs that are closing at midnight Eastern. So if you guys are kind of on the fence, hopefully this would kind of remind you that these are all coming up for pre-order. So moving forward, so entering a design with the Clink Room. So now you're going to need to do a couple of things. So once you go to the Clink Room's website, there's a section here at the top where you can enter a design, and then it's going to kind of give you a breakdown of what you need to do. So the first thing you need to do is click on the entry form. And once you're here, it's going to take you to the Dropbox folder. And if you hit download on any one of these files, it should make you download them all. So you're going to need all of these files. So before you start, you're going to need to know how to use Photoshop or Illustrator, right? So for this example, I'm going to show you how to do it on Photoshop because that's what I'm more used to. If you guys do prefer Illustrator, you guys can use Illustrator as well. So basically, you're going to be downloading a template for the back of the hat, the front of the hat, the zoomed in detailed version of the hat, as well as their swatches. What you want to do with the swatches is it tells you exactly which fabric colors and which thread colors to use. So that's pretty important. So you come to here to download the files. Once you have them downloaded, you're going to need to build the template. And then once you got everything that you need, from there, you're going to need to basically post them on Instagram. So once you post them on Instagram, you're going to need to include the three views. So the front view, the back view, and the close-up version of the hat. Once you do that, you got to make sure you tag the Clink Room, because if you don't tag them, they won't be able to see it. Okay, so once your design is ready, you're going to have to take it to Instagram and you have to tag the Clink Room. So it's not enough to just add them in the description. You have to physically tag at the Clink Room so that they'll see it. Basically, make sure that all your designs are on a white background. If you put them on any other type of background, you're lowering your chance of getting selected. Not to say that you won't get selected, but you're lowering your chance. They keep all their backgrounds really clean, and I'm going to take you through the process of how to prepare your entry, and then maybe we'll even enter. So basically, get Photoshop ready, get your Illustrator ready, download all the files, put your logo on their templates, export it, save it to Instagram, post it to Instagram. Make sure you guys tag the Clink Room. If you guys get selected for Monday Morning Crits, it makes it through. Then basically they're going to get in contact with you to put your hat into pre-order, and then eventually gets put into production. So that's a pretty cool process. So let me take you through that, and we'll go from there. So these are the different templates. So we got the back, we got the front, and then we have the close-up view. So I'll basically show you guys how to use this. So first, let's start with the swatches. I'm going to kind of walk you through the swatches. So this is their swatch file that I just downloaded. So basically all of these down here are your fabric colors. So that's anything to do with the visor, the under visor, the crown, the button. Those are all fabrics. And up here, these are your threads. So any type of stitching that you have, the eyelets count as threads too. Your flag is a thread color, and then your back logo is a thread color. So I would try to stick to everything provided here so that you get the hat that's closest to you. So if you're using an image and you eyedrop an image, you know, that thread color or that fabric might not exist. So you're not going to really want to do that. So try to stick to the swatches that Clink Room's provided. So, yeah. And then from here, let's find a logo we can prepare. So I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to use this one. It's an isolated logo of a hat Tony and I done a couple years ago for bushfire relief. This is a swinging koala. And we're going to prep it for submission. So first things first, we want to make sure the colors we use are colors available in the swatches. So we're going to need some type of brown, probably use copper, and then two types of maybe a gray and a metallic silver maybe. a gold, and a green, and a red. So let's go back to the swatches. I'm just going to eye drop the threads that I'll be using. So let's take a look here. So I'm going to grab metallic silver, metallic copper. I needed a lighter gray. So the gray. I'm going to grab metallic red. And then green and gold for the hat. So let's do brass and shamrock. All right, so those are the swatches I grabbed. Those are the swatches I grabbed, so they're all up here. All right, perfect. So now I'm going to color in the guy here. So the red, I'm going to make sure it's the right red. The green. Oops. Let me turn down the tolerance a little bit. The green. The brass. The copper. I'm going to make his back copper. The metallic silver. And then this is the cloud. Oops. No, I mixed it. So hold on. So this was the metallic silver. And this was the cloud. Okay. Maybe it's not light enough. Let me find another gray. I'll use this spur silver. Yeah, that works. So he's ready. So I'm just going to copy him and put him on a template. So here's the detailed view. So he's got the markers here to kind of show you. Try to not to get too big and outside of those lines, I guess. So we'll size it so it fits. Perfect. So that's done. Put them on the front of the hat here. Just going to size it. Here. All right. And then now we're going to color in the hat. So he's got it set up. Do not delete, new era sticker, crown fabric color. Okay. Visor fabric color, button fabric color. Okay, cool. So now let's pick the fabrics we want to use. We'll go back to the swatches. So the top here were threads. Now we got to go to the swatches, which are down here. So let's build it different. So let's do, I want to try to use a burnt wood. I'm going to want to use Kelly green and tan. So burnt wood, tan, and Kelly green. So let's go here. So for the crown color, I'm going to use the tan. So basically, I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to go to blending options. I'm going to go to color overlay. change the color to the tan we just found. There you go. The hat changes the color. You can also probably do it this way and just directly use the paint bucket to use it directly. And now for the visor, I'm going to use that burnt wood. I'm going to do the same thing. Blending options, color overlay, burnt wood. And then for the button fabric, I'm going to make it that same burnt wood color. There you go. Bring back this guy. And then the front's done, so I'm just going to save it. I'm going to save it as a copy. I'm going to export this as a PNG. I'm going to save it to my downloads folder. So that's done. The front is done. Now we're going to change the fabric color here. So that was easy. He's got the color wheel. So you just change it to the same tan. Let me save this as well. Save this as a PNG. I'm going to post it to Instagram. And now let's work on the back. The back, we're going to make it that tan color. And then the button, we're going to make it that brown. And the Clink Kong thread color, we're going to turn that to metallic red. So we're just going to click to paint bucket that the back Clink Kong thread color. It's going to ask me if it wants to rasterize the layer. I say yes, and I'll turn it red. Now save this, and I'll get it ready to post. So it's saved. So now that it's saved, we want to make sure that we post it. So now we're going to add these to Instagram. So we're going to upload the front, the back, and the close-up view. So there you are. 1, 2, 3. Click next. No filters. Create post. So, all right. The capologist submission for Monday morning crits. The swinging koala. Hashtag Monday morning crits. How do you tag people? Okay. So I'm going to go in and tag the Clink Room. Also tag the capologist because that's our hat. And Tony because he's the artist. I'll tag myself. And yeah, hopefully it makes it. And just like that, we entered Monday morning crits. You guys can see this post. It's live right now. Might make it, it might not. But either way, that's a pretty easy process to get you guys started with the Clink Room. There's many people asked how they get the design submitted. That's as long as it took. It didn't take you long. Hopefully it makes it. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this kind of walkthrough. I'll try to provide more kind of walkthroughs and different tips and tricks that I use to get my designs out there. But yeah, until next time, I'm signing out, guys. Stay fitted. Peace.
Ours is unrivaled and unbridled. This is the upgrade. You making a duck face. Freeze tag, you can't touch base. It's rough space. I'm never known how to lose. The killer in the clutch space. Bet you.